Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Cone Dodger here. Welcome back to Formula One 2017 for the Singapore Grand Prix, our sprint race of the week. Full disclosure, I am currently coming down with a cold and not feeling particularly well, but race drivers have no days off. Well, I guess they kind of do. They don't have race days off, so I'm pushing through at my oh-so-favorite of tracks.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
You know, if you'd listened, you would have heard that I was coming down with a cold and didn't feel very well. But you know,
Okay, you should be able to get into the next qualifying session easily, so try to get a hot lap in early so we can save the tyres.
he says that with a lot of confidence. I don't have that much confidence, because this car, I think it's something to do with the chassis. Maybe it's the wheelbase. Maybe it's just the overall chassis setup. But this thing is appallingly bad around this track. Of course, not aided by the fact that I am appallingly bad at street courses. But there is something special in just how bad this car is around here. It is incredibly uncomfortable. I'll try my best. I did manage to squeak in a 7th place effort in the qualifying program, but overall in the practice programs I struggled to even get okay results. So we'll see. Get all of Sector 1, because Sector 1 seems to be where the car is the best. And then for the rest of the lap, it just gets worse and worse. Easy. Don't want to slide the rear tires too much, because that's what really gets it upset. Pretty late for that. I'm using a setup that looks more like a wet weather setup than anything. Because I used a bunch of different setup styles, some that were fast, but just completely undrivable. And I decided to go for one that was as comfortable as possible, but I think it might be a little too slow. I'm still struggling for balance, even with all of the downforce. Been pretty clean so far. Luckily the Ultra tires do really help this thing. On the Supers it very much so struggles. Good thing this is a sprint race. This car would have not done well in the long run. It may already struggle with the longer runs and even a 15-lap race. Alright, I think that will be good enough to get us through.
You moved up to P3.
Probably not good enough to get us top 10, though. We'll see. P7, that's not bad, and that is where I was in the practice program, so that might be kind of where we are. I don't think it has a ton more than that in it. Out on track for our Q2 lap, and we're gonna try to not put it in the wall. That song really fell apart there at the end. Alright. Fifth here for this last turn. Power down to this front straightaway. This is a track that I desperately wish we had a Delta to go against. I really don't feel like doing multiple runs. We may end up having to if we don't get through to the next session, because not taking any penalties here and because we need to scrape as many points out of this race as we can. I would not be satisfied if we did not make it to Q3. Hard time getting it rotated there. For some reason I lose a lot of time in this particular section. I don't really know how to get more out of it. .141.8. In the ballpark of where we were. Oh, overcooked it. Poop. Oh, bitch. Well, I guess we're gonna go for another run. Well, this really stinks, because I'm having to do 2 runs, and I don't even have a delta to go against, because I didn't finish my lap. Just have to try and mirror that Q1 lap. I was happy with that one. Really been struggling to find the balance with the brakes. Used a ton of different setup options there. Changing the pressure, changing the bias, changing the diff lock, trying to get it more consistent. That's the main problem, is that one lap it seems like it's too much on the front. Next lap it feels like it doesn't have enough brakes altogether. What it is that makes me and this car so uncomfortable. I really even feel like the Renault was better here. Did it again? Oh, barely got it slowed down. I swear I was braking at the 100. I don't know why it's not wanting to get down from that speed now. I guess because we're on the full qualifying mix. Not against brushing these walls through here to get that extra tenth I might need out of the thing. Oh, inside line. 42-0.
That's P8. You're up to P8.
Ugh, that ain't good. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Botus. Well, we did make it through. 8th and 9th. I guess I'm happy with that. You know, if we're gonna start top 10, that's probably ideal for us. Hopefully we can be somewhere between 5th and 8th. Alright, for Q3, I might just give it one flying lap, and whatever it is, I take it. Because I think anywhere in the top 10 is pretty much a positive result. But then on the other hand, like I said, this is going to be, I think, a pivotal race for us in the season. How many points I can scrape out of this one might change if we can or can't fight for a championship. But I also don't want to bend the car and push too hard this weekend and try so hard that I get 0 points, because that's been a trend of this track for me. That wasn't very clean. Just cannot find my way around this place consistently. Sometimes I get one part of it really, really right. I just can't seem to find how I did it. Oh, that was terrible. That was really ugly. Get out of here with your fast times, Vettel. See, that was beautiful. I need to do that more often. Probably wasn't wise. It cost too much, though. More... No, that really upset the nose of the car. I was thinking more curb there would be good. Yeah, the nose was not happy about it.
You're into
41.8.
P3 on the grid.
It's one of our better laps. I'm gonna watch the times and see what happens.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3. Vettel, Hamilton, and Max Verstappen. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Yeah, that's interesting that Verstappen put it up there in P3, knocking Bottas and Raikkonen down to 4th and 5th. That's good for us considering the standings. We're battling Raikkonen and Vettel right now. Raikkonen mostly. Vettel is actually the one behind us. Okay, alright, well, I'm going into this with a little bit more positive attitude. We'll see if I can make it through 15 laps without A, losing my voice, and B, losing my mind. Okay, no funny business in the grid, no penalties anywhere. Oh, look at the forecast. Does that mean it might rain in this race? I really don't understand what the weather session forecast means for a 25% race. But this might end in the rain. Well, that would be weird and probably disastrous. We probably don't need much fuel. Okay, I'm gonna go with that because who knows what's about to happen. Wish me luck. Turn 1 doesn't have a lot of potential here. Spun the tires a bit. As did Bottas. Raikkonen and Bottas side by side. Raikkonen's on the supers. He's also going to be 3 wide with me.
Engines showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Yeah. Alright, cleared him. Just the most gentle of boops there. Alright, those front 3 at this juncture, I'm going to not really care about. I don't think I'm going to have anything for them. All I want to do is keep this thing off the walls. Keep all aerodynamic devices attached to the vehicle. Would be ideal. We do have quite a bit of fuel to use over this rather short distance race. Interestingly, it's actually handling really good right now. Of course, it's going to get worse as the tires go off. I even feel like it's kind of giving Verstappen a hard time here. He seems to be struggling a bit. Difficult being this close to somebody. Oh, missed my braking point real bad for turn 1. I kind of drive it in there deep to make up for it. Luckily that was effective. It's so hard to find marks here to begin with, so when you're right behind somebody like this, it's even harder. And you lose the aero too, which more than anything affects you on the brakes. Very interesting with Raikkonen on this backward strategy. Where that might really pay off for him is if it rains at the end of the race, because he would only have to pit once. If it actually rained that much. I thought I saw some drops already, yeah I do. Interesting. Very interesting. Part of me really wants to stay with Verstappen. The other part of me says if I stay with him this tight, odds are I'm going to eventually miss one of these turns too much and have a taste of Red Bull that I was not expecting. I don't even like the taste of Red Bull. It's kind of gross. Wow, it's actually a little moist down here, I think.
DRS is now enabled. Will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
So much for us going for Verstappen. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. I don't know how I ended up with DRS. It was really moist down here. bad news for us. And of course, the AI are superhuman in these kind of conditions. Well, I mean, they're superhuman all the time, aren't they? They're literally AI. Whatever. Just gonna have to run my own race and scrap as many points out of this as I can, I guess.
We're still on the right tyres for the time being.
I mean, if the weather's going to be changing a lot, we could still get a good result out of this with the right strategy calls, but trying to race around here in the rain does not thrill me.
And 10 minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes.
10 minutes of this rain. Well, this is not rain. This is not enough rain, at least.
The track conditions aren't improving. It's your choice as to whether you want to fit the wets next time you come in.
Great. I'm just gonna watch what they do. I mean, it's not great by any stretch of the imagination, but it's also not, it's not intermediate wet. They haven't shut off DRS yet. Which would be more of a clear-cut indicator.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
You're giving me a lot of information there, Jeff, and none of it agrees with itself. I'm gonna need you to make up your mind. This is very treacherous, though. Give me plenty of that. Feels like Verstappen will probably... He's either going to cork up the field here, or he's going to fall back to us again. I feel like he out-qualified his car's performance pretty heavily. Kind of an annoying rain. And I am annoyed.
Okay, distance to teammate, 3.6 seconds.
Bottas isn't really getting away from us, which is encouraging. Actually, I'm closing back in. And what I thought might happen is happening, as Verstappen's backing up Raikkonen, which is really ruining Raikkonen's run on the hard tire. Well, maybe it's getting a little bit wetter. 10 minutes of this kind of rain, it might eventually get wet. Really gonna have to be careful in the braking zones. I'm starting to see some spraying off of Bottas. It's a dirt rally day. Easy on the brakes. There too, like it could snap into the wall in a braking zone. Even if we don't end up locking up and going through a turn.
Alright, we're getting very close to the crossover point now. Stay out if you have the pace, but as soon as you hit the limit, come for the interzone.
You couldn't be less helpful right now. DRS after that. Okay. I'd feel a lot better if I saw them really making big mistakes, but I think they're really just backing down. They've just slowed their pace considerably, keeping safe. Not typically the thing I'm best at, to be honest. It is definitely not ideal right now. I got no brakes. I got no acceleration. And the tires are getting hot from slipping so much. Which will hopefully, you know, if I can't have wets, I'll just have tires that are so hot that they evaporate the water. Isn't that how it works? I don't think that's how it works.
Vettel's in first place.
It'll be very interesting to see what goes on with the points after this one.
Pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
What a random message that was. Oh, that was close. Oh, it's so nice under there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the slicks, because I just don't see it getting wetter than this. Right, pit crew. What can you do for me here? Probably not much. Oh, Verstappen pulling a bit. Alright. That might help Raikkonen then. Yeah, we got
Go. You'll be racing on the exit.
Oh well. It was a good stop, but not enough. So I really won't have to be
Into speed now.
too
Let's
easy
get
on
some
these
heat into
tires.
those tires.
But harder tire now in conditions that are less than ideal. Not going to be great. We'll see. Oh, Ricardo came out right behind us. Interesting. DRS is still enabled. So it never got wet enough for them to do that.
We're approaching the end of the life on these control electronics. Try to stay off the curbs and other rough surfaces.
Really? I'll consider that. Well, if Raikkonen didn't pit, it feels like we're going to undercut him because these tires have a lot more grip. Although he was on these, wasn't he? Yeah, that's why he stayed out. He's on the opposite strategy. Which still would be good for us. It's just, there's no way he would come out in front. I don't really want to do this.
Okay, I think the track will be drying out quite soon. Mind you don't burn out your tires.
Well, you see, these are slicks, Jeff. Exceeding track limits where? Okay, whatever. Whatever you say, game. Oh, I thought it said it again.
Felipe is in the pits.
Who knows? Massa is in the pits. Alright, now this is exceeding track limits. You want to talk about exceeding? Oh wow, full on spray right there. Oh, he blew up. No, he blew up. He blew up big time. I thought that was just a huge, like, puddle. But nope. He done exploded. Well, that kind of... And Perez, wow. This has been rapidly changing. Alright, so... Let me get up to Verstappen now. I just want to get near him.
Right, some information on Ricardo. They seem to have an issue.
And Ricardo's got an issue. Everybody's got issues.
0.7 seconds.
I have issues, but they're me. I'd really like this strategy to sort through. I can see where we stand. I think we're going to be in pretty decent shape. Botas going out doesn't directly affect us, but it does kind of indirectly affect us. We'll potentially have an easier time.
Target behind is
Back up.
3.6 seconds.
We'll potentially have an easier time not losing points to Raikkonen this way. That cost me quite a bit. It's very difficult because the conditions are changing so rapidly. Some turns are basically dry now. Some are still wet. This last one's a real pain in the butt. Remember, I have so much fuel to use. Okay, Raikkonen's right in front of us. If I hadn't locked up, I probably would have come out in front of him, but oh well. Right in front of us is right where we want him, really. If I could only lose a few points to him this weekend, boy howdy, that opens up pretty big opportunities for us moving forward, I think. It's still pretty wet here. He's on the faster tire right now, but he's going to get held up by Verstappen. Should be good for us.
Right, the car ahead has come in to put on the ultra soft tyre. Car ahead is now running ultra softs.
You're always behind, Jeff. I'm always one step ahead of you. I use the good of the car right now. Close this gap back down. So I want to be there in the mix whenever that position changes over. If it does. It's not drying out rapidly. Which I'm quite happy about. There's still a speed strategy playing out though. We're still 8th and 9th. Just don't know exactly where I am in the field. And we're back up to 7th. I really thought we'd be more like 3rd and 4th. It might be more like 5th and 6th. And he's running down Verstappen. Giving it everything this car has, and it's not quite there to close in the gap against better tires. Is still more about loss management. This is a race I circle knowing is going to be somewhere we lose points. And I just need to lose as few as possible. Of course, I didn't exactly think I would be battling Raikkonen for a championship either. But that all can change quite rapidly, as it has multiple times this season. better laps, I think. Not really. I guess it was faster at the beginning before it started to rain. Didn't really consider that. Nobody's been putting in fastest lap of the day yet. But probably soon.
So the gap to our teammate is 8.4 seconds.
Oh, we are fifth. Alright, and Moss is right behind us. Cool. Cool. Understeer. Cool. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna chill now. I don't think I have anything for the cars in front of me. I gotta hope that Raikkonen and Verstappen battle themselves into oblivion. And, hope we just lose a few points here.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
It was, what, a 4-point gap? Something like that. 4, 6? Not that it matters right now. Ooh, easy. Still plenty of time for me to bend this thing.
Gap to car in front is 3.4 seconds.
I have a hard time finding that turn. I think I griped about that in the past season, the way the walls all blend in. You can't tell which wall is the turn-in wall or which wall is the escape road wall. I don't think we're in any danger of Massa catching. It seems like. Easy. Yeah, the track is definitely at its best now. And Raikkonen going full charge on Verstappen out there. Suddenly, I'm a Max Verstappen fan. Damn it. Suddenly, I'm not a Max Verstappen fan anymore. There's a couple more points, unless I can go up and get him, but I doubt it unless his car is really going to fall off because he's been pushing so hard to stay in front. It would need to clip real bad. Drive up there. Doesn't seem like he's falling back too fast. So that might be it. Oh, he did fall back a bunch there, but I think I'm falling back just as fast.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
I have a lot to use, but really, the fuel isn't super helpful here. Who is closing is Massa back there. That would be bad news for us. Can you get some team orders, please? He is on better tires. Pit later. Now I'm running in no man's land, and I really hate doing that here. I'd much rather have some cars to reference. Although it does feel very nice compared to running slicks in the rain. So that's something.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.7
Hulkenberg out of the
seconds.
race. A lot of retirements here. Everybody using their old power units, knowing this isn't much of a power track. or something.
Right, some information on the workshop. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
That's like already 4 cars or 5 cars. Alright, the track has come around now. Everybody's setting fast laps. It's not impossible. Raikkonen could even get higher than 3rd. Meanwhile, Home Dodger not improving at all. Moss is within 3 seconds or so. It's a rich mix, I guess.
Yellow flag.
Someone stopped up here. I didn't really see who, but I don't think it was relevant. Probably Grosjean or Hulkenberg. It's closing. Now, closing here and passing here are 2 very different things. I would hope I'd be able to fend him off. That'd be a funny thing to be able to ask Jeff. Did you ask Massa to maybe not?
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
And then a prompt response of understood, understood, or Mazda says to F off.
This is your final lap of the race.
Losing a ton of points to Raikkonen in the teammate challenge here, but I have my eyes on the bigger prize now. It'd be funny if I lost the rival challenge. Did I say teammate? I meant rival. It'd be really funny if I lost the rival challenge but beat him for the championship.
We advise moving to mix 2. Fuel to mix 2.
Oh, you got plenty. Shut up. Okay, that was a little wandering moment. Keeping off the walls. He's there, but I don't think he's within striking distance at all. As long as I don't completely miss a turn, we'll be fine. Alright, easy with the fireworks. Vettel wins the race. Hopefully, it's Vettel, Hamilton, Raikkonen. Shit. I told you the fireworks were too early. Distracted me. I think I've done that every single season I've run here. I'm pretty sure every single season I've ever run at this track, I've gone into the runoff there, and almost every time it was on the last lap. God, I hate this track.
Thank you for all your hard work out there. That was a strong drive and a good finish. Well done.
I'm mad. I feel terrible. Oh man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the 50% race this
for the
week.
Maranello team today. And as we can see, it's time for the podium. And as the drivers make their way out, and after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Kimi Raikkonen, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, he had a great drive today, somewhat unexpected maybe, but I'm going to go for Kevin Magnussen. Quick, clean, and in control. It was everything you could ask for.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. After all that
Interesting.
excitement, it's time
That's
for a
pretty
lie
much
down, I think.
settled.
Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next
Maybe a
race.
fight with Red Bull, but probably not. Okay. Well. If I lose by a couple points this season, I'm gonna really hate what happened on that last lap. But that's way better than I expected out of this race, especially considering the conditions. Like I said, I'll try. Depends on how bad this gets. If it stays like this, then I'll try to do the 50% race this week. But if not, we might have to stack 3 races into a week further down the line. But thank you as always for watching. Sorry for the more reserved kind of not super energetic race, but we made it through Singapore.